What's up, guys?
Hey, everyone.
Welcome back to the Salty Spittoon. This is the roughest, toughest Sailors Club ever to be built under the 7 seas. Only the baddest of the bad can get in. You need to have muscles. You need to have muscles on your muscles. You need to have muscles on your eyeballs. So, how tough are you? I winked at the camera. You didn't see that.
Oh, okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah, a lot of looking down. So first topic. What is our first topic?
An impromptu topic that I feel we need to address. The way you dress. I'm just kidding. You're like, what the fuck?
What the shit?
I was gonna say we really need to start introducing ourselves every time. We don't do that. Not that it really matters that much. It just makes me feel more secure when I look at myself in the mirror.
All right.
Like, done and done.
Well, I'm Willie.
I'm Charlie, and we're the...
Yeah.
What is that? There's a... Never mind.
Whatever.
The first topic I want to talk about, obviously, anyone who's around our age understands that song, and the whole spiel I said at the beginning is from SpongeBob. And a point was brought up to me this past week, whenever it was, that SpongeBob's really like if you could pin one thing on at least American people, our age group, like maybe 3 years above you, 3 years below. Oh, not 3 years below. A few years above us and around our age. That's really the calling card of our generation. Like if you say any line from SpongeBob, like most people in a crowd, if that's the age group, will understand that and respond probably back with some fucking also dope ass shit. And I just wanted to say that because I agree, and I was like, that's super interesting to me.
Yeah, I definitely agree that there's just the one thing that everyone knows about, and it's SpongeBob, which is pretty cool. Out of all things, out of everything, when we were kids, that were like, we're gonna carry this into adulthood. Instead of SpongeBob,
insanely sugary drinks or something, we got SpongeBob. The fool who went and ripped his pants. No. Second thing I wanted to talk about is a real quick one. So. Second thing I want to talk about was we got a sponsorship, guys.
Oh yeah.
Hey!
Oh, that's fun.
Let the balloons drop. We got paid, so we could. You got the balloons, right? You got the company credit card, and you went. You're like,
no, so last week on the podcast, we came up with an idea to message our fake #1 sponsor, Doritos, and ask them for a sponsorship. And so I did, and they messaged back on Instagram and was like, I'm sure we can work something out, email this guy, and gave me an email for some dude, like a representative or something. And then I emailed him, and he ended up just being like, well, I can't help you financially, but I can send you some swag.
what? You told me we were getting paid. Just kidding.
And then he asked for our t-shirt sizes and our address, and they're going to send us some stuff. So I'm pretty excited about that.
That's fucking awesome. So,
yeah, it's so dope.
Doritos is actually a sponsor now, so that's cool. That's amazing. We were just talking about a few weeks ago before we did it on the podcast. We were like, wouldn't that be amazing if we actually got sponsored by Doritos? This is the best running bit on this entire podcast.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
That's so awesome.
Especially that it finally came to fruition.
What is it? I'm just kidding. So, that's really exciting. So yeah, not financially, but we're getting some sweat.
Some swag.
Thank you. So our assumption is t-shirts, hats. Is that?
I don't know. I was thinking t-shirts and maybe some stickers.
Yeah, definitely stickers.
Stickers. I'm hoping to get like a koozie. I think that'd be sweet.
That would be amazing.
That'd be so dope.
To just put in
Yeah.
margaritas in. It's a Doritos.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Yeah, so that's that. All right. We'll see you around the same time next week, guys. Just kidding.
That's rap.
And no, Willie, it's not a rap. Speaking of which, Thurl got a new song. If you look on SoundCloud right now, you will find a song called Focus. It is 9.6 out of 10. It's a good one. So go ahead and check it out if you want to hear a good dinger.
It's a pretty good dinger.
Thurl on SoundCloud. Can I?
It's soundcloud.com/Thurl Raps.
Did you hear that when I did that, Mike? Barely. That's awesome. So that's exciting. Finally got a new song.
Yeah, finally. After
Jesus.
a while. Well, I was sick for like ever,
Mm-hmm.
and I was trying to.
You think Eminem
pump it
uses
out.
that as an excuse?
Yeah. Noticing how it
like I
takes-
feel like everyone who
Yeah.
has anything to do with their fucking mouth.
But yeah, I've been sick for a while. I've wanted to record for quite a while.
He's been itching to
And-
get at the mic.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I just haven't been able to because I've been sick. But I got slightly less sick this week and was like, "Fuck yeah!"
It did not sound like you were sick at all.
Mm.
Maybe you were just angsty enough to get through it. You know,
Mhm.
probably what it is. That's how you live your life. You're just angsty enough to get through. All right. So another thing this week, my exciting news is I invested in Bitcoin. Holy shit! What? Supposed to say what?
What?
Thank you.
That's news to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not. But I invested in Bitcoin. We're gonna check it live. I invested $100 because I'm a poor bastard, and I am up $1.94.
Oh, that
I'm positive.
in the past like hour.
Yeah, I was like down $1 an hour ago.
Weren't you down like 20 and then it bumped back up?
At one
Is that what
point,
you
I was
said?
down like 10. I haven't been down.
Oh,
It's
okay.
been in 90 or above, but
Uh-huh.
it's right now the price of Bitcoin is 8,373.01.
Yeah, I bought it.
The whole thing.
I
You
bought Bitcoin. I own it.
I'd be so fucking mad. I'd be like, really?
Really, dude?
Why don't we have good shit for this podcast? Oh yeah, speaking of which. No, we'll do it in a second. So I have a Bitcoin. And every week we're gonna talk about what my Bitcoin's at. And I might add in more money, I might not. I have no idea. We'll see. I'll probably take it out when it gets to 105 and then invest $5 into just kidding. So yeah, obviously that's a very small percentage of Bitcoin. 1% in fact. So that's fun. Just wanted to that's obviously the Bitcoin craze is over, so I was like, this seems like a good time to pounce.
Yeah,
That's why I invested all that fucking hard cash in there.
all your hard-earned money.
Yeah, like that was it. That was everything. I have nothing to my name. See, we're just flying through these topics.
Yeah,
That's why I was like,
I need
I
like
don't
20
know.
of them. I feel like we could talk about logic for like a long time.
Yeah, yeah. Especially if we talk about like the whole shebang.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to talk about something. I don't remember. So we're gonna move on
Did you
to.
not write it down?
No. I just thought of it a second ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, the equipment. Last week we didn't have any video. I apologize for that. That is completely 100% my fault. Because I thought it was a great idea to buy that camera, and that camera ended up being trash.
Okay.
Ugh.
So we were looking for cameras to use for this because for whatever reason our phone there's a problem with putting an hour-long video onto my Mac. Fuck you PC users that are just gonna come at my throat for saying Mac at
no,
all.
come in your throat.
But and so we're looking at cameras and I'm like, well, there's the camcorder idea where it's like super cheap but you get like a relatively okay video. And then Charlie's like, well, this action camera
I was like, it looks dope.
It looks dope. It's 4K.
It actually did. The stuff we saw, we thought it looked good.
Yeah, it looked really good. And then
it just might have been the worst mistake I ever made in my life.
And then we get it, and we
had a shit ton of fun with it.
Yeah, we were
It is
doing
so
all
much
sorts of
fun.
shit with it. We still have it, actually. I need to take it to the fucking UPS.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you do.
or you could. But
Who the fuck?
and then so we get this camera and we start using it, and we got it to like an okay position or whatever. And
It
then
was
we're like,
so difficult to find a position that wasn't ridiculous. It's such a wide
Yeah.
angle.
yeah. And then so the way that the lens was it was like super wide angle, but it was also like fisheye.
Uh-huh.
So everything was like us in the center looked like fine, but if we put it like closer up,
You would see all the way to the wall over there.
yeah, with it sitting right on the table, like
It was ridiculous.
it was crazy. But so if we like backed it up to where we were like a really small part of the video, we looked fine. But with it being like close up, we were all like
Our fucking heads.
all like curved and
What's
shit.
up?
We were looking like
Wild.
have you seen it yet?
What? It was it?
Fuck you, dude.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh fuck. There's like this
the one person in America.
there's like this lady in a painting that
Wow. I'm not even gonna see it now.
but I was gonna say we look like that, but since you don't get it, fuck
Are
you.
you saying I look like a lady? You're like, nah, you look like a lady. Nuh-uh.
Just like
Okay.
But and then also we got a soundboard,
Oh.
but the problem with the soundboard worked great, but the problem with it was
great.
it
The
had
one thing we needed it to do.
it had a delay in our headphones, so
There was no snare in our headphones.
there was no snare. There was a delay in our headphones, and it made us talk like slow,
Yeah.
like we were talking extremely slow.
So we would talk, and then we would hear us talk, and like with that whole setup that we have now, we talk, we hear ourselves, but it's as we're talking. It's like 1-to-1, and that was like a 1-to-2. Talk, hear ourselves talk, listen to ourselves talk while we're trying to talk. Still, it just really made us talk slow.
Yeah,
It's
I remember
ridiculous.
you had me start off the podcast, and I was like, "Ow, internet camps." Camps.
That's not a joke, dude. That really happened. You might make me freak the fuck out of you. So that was horrible. Like all of our new equipment. What was new? I don't know why I put air quotes around new, but equipment
New.
all just bad. It just
Yeah, there's just problems.
hopefully we can figure out
involved.
the soundboard. The fucking camera's got to go. We're gonna get something else, or we can find a way to do it with our cell phones. Whatever works. But just want to apologize for not having any freaking fracking.
Any freaking fracking last week.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Which is why I'm wearing the exact same thing I wore last. Because you guys don't know. Shit, I told him. We gotta restart.
Shit, dog.
Just kidding. Every time I move it, you're just.
Well, I don't want it to fall off the desk. Or the thing.
So the equipment. That was it for that. So we'll either get a camcorder. We'll figure out how to do it on our phones. But next thing we can talk about is Bobby Tarantino 2.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. So,
You don't fuck with Logic.
yeah. We were
That was a really
so
good.
yeah, that was really good.
That was a really good morning.
But we were chilling a few weeks ago, and then
Maxing and relaxing.
and Charlie sent me this video of like Rick and Morty talking about Logic, and they were like, "Bleh." Like
That's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
The whole time. They're just like, "Bleh, bleh,"
but it was basically announcing Bobby Tarantino 2,
which is his latest studio album.
which I didn't understand at the time. I thought it was an old clip from Rick and Morty where they were just talking about Logic.
You're like, no, dude, they did that before. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think true.
And then I rewatched it and they had the logo at the end. I was like, oh shit, okay. So and then he dropped it and
Sorry, he drizopped it.
He's a
rapper.
rapper. It was like immediately a huge thing. Like immediately
was-
everywhere.
After 1-800, that's not that surprising.
Well, yeah,
He
but,
played at the Grammys like a week and a half before the fucking album came
That's
out.
true.
So it's not like
but
the craziest thing. I mean, he's ugly, so it kind of makes sense for you to be. I'm just kidding. It's just like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Ah! Did you hear that?
I heard it in my head.
Oh, that's amazing. You're welcome.
But so he dropped this project for the most part. I haven't heard anyone really say that it's like perfect in any way. I've heard everyone say like it's okay.
Yeah,
you know.
but that's a lot of our friends. You know what I mean?
I guess.
You're like, I mean, I don't have any friends, but other than that, no. But I imagine there's some people who really get down to that shit.
Oh yeah.
Trap shit's
You
huge.
really get down in the nitty gritty.
Down to the nitty gritty. I was thinking, do you still want to do HQ in 3 minutes? And then just be like,
On
oh,
the show?
HQ time, and then cut it. And
I
then-
can't
Why not?
because we're using my phone.
So?
I don't feel like editing a bunch this week.
I can send it to Nick.
I guess that's true.
I
But
mean, we don't
I
have to
still
do
don't
it.
feel like going through the trouble. But
Well, now we got to cut that whole piece out, dude.
nope.
You're like, it ain't fucking happening.
I don't care what we gotta
Like,
do.
what do they want it
It's
next
fucking
month or
staying.
tomorrow, dude? It's not
But
tomorrow.
so he released Bobby Tarantino, and I was hyped for it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna listen to it at midnight because I work third shift, and then I didn't listen to it. I was just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I was like sending you the stuff, and you're like, yeah, I'll get to that. And I was like, what are you doing that's so important right now? And you're just like, fucking sleeping your ass.
Sleeping
Life
at
away.
work. But no, I think that was one of the nights where I stayed up the whole time. But I
There
listened
was no
to
such
one of the songs, which was "What's Up." That's the first one I listened to, which I was like, pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
You're like, and then
I
Shit,
forgot what I was saying, and then I was like, I'll listen to the rest of it on the way home. And then I did, and I thought most of it was okay. And then there was like 3, maybe 4 songs that were just like crazy good,
yeah,
which is just like, all right, cool.
like obviously we have I'm just kidding. The best song on the album, I think, undisputed as far as we go, is "Warm It Up."
Mm-hmm.
Amazing, amazing. Warm it up, warm it up, warm it up, warm it up.
I just
warm
like-
it up. No, you're supposed to start rapping.
Young Sinatra.
No, it was like his alter ego, kind of like Eminem, some shady type deal.
Mhm.
Young Sinatra, and then Bobby Tarantino.
Oh,
It says Logic, but
that one song where he's like rapping. I forget how it goes, but it's like da 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 da. Bobby. I'm like,
that's Warm It Up.
is
dude.
it?
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing. I love it. I thought he does that in like other songs too. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's the same song.
Trap song. Bobby. I love that song.
Trap son. Your dad likes to dress up as a trap son. Bobby.
It just gets me so hyped. Like I'm just like Bobby.
Yeah, right. I mean, his flow's really good. I mean, that is one of his best songs as far as rapping goes. I'd venture to say it's his best, if not his best ever. It was so good. There's so many great things about that song. And some upsets from the left corner, the blue corner, I would say. But I do not like Big Sean. My friends know this. Willie knows this. But he did a song, like you said, What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
And it's really good. I really enjoyed both verses on that. And obviously including Big Sean. Usually he's trash, absolute garbage. But he raps about white suit Darth Vader, and that gets me fucking all the way up there, which is just cool. And he mentions Jay-Z and Eminem the song Renegade in there, which is super cool. It's just generally like a really good. His verse is really good, and Logic's
the part where he says like I forget exactly what he says, but it's something like Sean John and Young Sinatra is an instant classic. I'm like, that's so.
He doesn't say
fucking
Young
sweet.
Sinatra.
Whatever he says, I don't care.
Logic. You're like, I don't care. It's really good.
I don't care, man. It's good. I've just had a rough time. Okay, just like,
I listened to it. Into the mic, crying in the mic, like your tears don't fall.
They crash around me.
Okay. So that was good. He had a song with 2 Chainz, and at first I thought I liked it, which is really weird, but I don't really like it that much anymore. Mostly because the beginning goes, yeah, 2 Chainz, and I'm like, oh, okay, it is garbage.
Okay,
I can't get past that. I listened to it first and I was like, this is not bad. I mean, it was the best 2 Chainz verse I've ever heard in my entire life. It was great for 2 Chainz standard, but normal human being standards, terrible. As the usual. But Logic's is really good at that, I think. There was quite a bit on the Bobby Tarantino 2 that I didn't enjoy because it's just like super trappy. Like he was like acting hard as shit when he just had an album about like loving everybody.
Okay.
I was like, wow.
I forget what song it is, but he talks about whatever everyone thinks he's talking about Joyner Lucas, which is like beef. There's beef there because
that makes
Joyner
sense
Lucas
for him to beef with someone considering his last album.
No, I mean like
this is fucking dumb.
Joyner Lucas doesn't like Logic, but Logic's like never said anything. Cause I guess on a Tech Nine album, for a song called Sriracha.
Sriracha?
Yeah, Sriracha. Okay. It was featuring Joyner Lucas and Logic, and Tech Nine asked Logic to do it, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." And then Joyner Lucas and Tech Nine were both working on the song, and they were like pretty much done with it, and they were just waiting on Logic for like a really long time. And then once Logic gave them their verse, it was like, it wasn't like the greatest.
Have you heard the song?
I've heard it. Honestly, I used to like not like Logic, and I think it's because that was the first stuff that I heard.
So it's just not good.
Yeah, it's just not good, and so Joyner Lucas is like has this like vendetta for him or whatever. That doesn't like him, and
it happened.
He's
your
like
worst fear.
He's like said stuff.
Sorry, go ahead.
He said stuff about it like multiple times and songs. Joyner Lucas
straight up just been like, "Fuck Logic, idiot."
No, like he'll like reference like a Logic song and then like respond. Like I don't know exactly what he said, but I know he's openly like Logic sucks, like basically. And then so Logic said on this album something about it, but it came off super weird because he was trying to act super hard, and he was like, my whole thing is peace, love, positivity. And then he said like said like whoever's coming at him is just like depressed and feels bad about themselves rather than, but like he was like coming, like he was going super hard. It just sounded kind of weird.
He's like, peace, love, positivity, blue lives ain't a race. He's just like, what?
What? Excuse me?
I love everybody except for people. That's my weed.
That was another thing. He talks about cop hate a lot in this.
I only stuff, which is one.
Like, I remember.
Oh,
I think there was
44
twice.
more. I think he does something. Right?
And 44 more.
44 more
he's
was
like
full of bad shit. Just that I didn't like. I didn't like 44 more.
44 more. I think he was like,
He was like, I was born.
He said something like, "I love everyone but the cops," or something like that, or "I have love for everyone but the police," or something like that. Like, which is just like, what?
It was definitely weird. It was very much not him.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's presenting this, this image, this message of peace, love, and positivity, like just loving everyone, and then he's just like, "Nah, man, I'm hard now. I smoke weed and I fucking hate the police." I was like, that makes sense. Really, that's rolling with your thing you got going. I was like, and the Wiz Khalifa song where they just talk about weed annoys the fuck out of me. Because obviously it's not good because there's Wiz Khalifa in it, but just in general, it's just not very good. And then you add in that it's all about weed, and I just don't like songs that are all about weed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like people who are all about weed, like Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
Me neither.
But
Stare.
but I listened to Yuck, which is the first song, and I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was that bad.
Yeah,
But
Yuck has some pretty good parts.
yeah, I think that's the one where he talks about Joyner Lucas though, which is like, I don't know.
I kind of like Joyner Lucas.
But at the beginning where he's like, "Hi, I'm attorney at law, Paul Rosenberg, and Logic has been paid." I'm
He's
like, that is
I'm here to what does he say? Certify or some shit.
Yeah, he
It's
says
something
like
like that.
certify
He's
that
like,
Logic has been
paid. He sounds so white.
paid. Yeah,
So white.
it's dope.
He's like, Logic has been paid.
And then at the end, the Elton John call.
Yes, Elton John called Logic, and he left voicemail, and then Logic put it at the end of the song. It's so dope.
It's
He's
so
like,
dope.
"That's Elton John," and we're pretty sure it's real, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're all
Yeah,
pretty sure it's a legit thing. So we should expect an Elton John Logic song, which is super dope.
that would be so dope.
What if it's just
dude.
hard as shit? They're like, he's like, "Fuck the police," you know?
That'd be so funny.
That'd be amazing. No, but all in all, I'd say I'd give Bobby Tarantino a B-,
Mm.
just because how good some of the songs are.
Yeah,
Because there's a lot of
definitely
bad
say
that
a
the
solid-
good really outshines the bad.
definitely say a solid 7 there.
No. I only do letters. You do numbers. We're rating shit. That'd be
Yeah.
amazing. You just
Yeah.
have to remember to do that next time.
Yeah.
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 But another song that I enjoy, I don't know if anyone else enjoys it, it's called Midnight.
Oh yeah, where
I
it
really
switches
like
in the
that.
middle.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
And I
yeah.
like the first part too. I mean, obviously the second part's better. And he fucking ends the song where it's like, "Step up to the mic and it's a homicide." That line, I was just like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
I was like, that hit me so off guard. I was like,
Yeah. No, I like that song. I think Nathaniel.
Nathaniel.
Oh, sorry. He wouldn't like us using his name on here. We'll call him
Friend number 4.
friend number 4. So friend number 4 was playing it in the car. And that was like, I think that was like when I really first like kind of just listened to it, and I was like, this is really good. Wow. What are you doing?
Wow. I was just looking to see where we are.
Okay. But I
Time
was like,
was-
this is really good. Huh. And then
Wow.
and then I was born and raised in the Trap Son. And then
So you listened to it, then you were born and raised in the trap. Okay. Then what happened after that?
but and I was like, this is really good. And that's pretty much it. It was just like,
So wait, what is really good? You being born and raised in the trap son?
yeah.
Speaking of Logic, he now has a tour going on.
Oh fuck
with
yeah.
NF.
I'm so
super,
excited, dude.
super fucking cool.
Holy shit, dude.
NF, you guys, this is before our podcast, but he came out with an album
Perception.
called Perception. It is a fucking 10 out of 10 album. Super good. Made me really enjoy NF. Before that, I'd heard him a few times. Never really got into him. The Christian rapper NF. Just I really like him now, and all of a sudden, right? But he's doing him, Kyle, and Logic are doing a tour together, which is super cool.
Oh man, I'm so excited. I literally woke up one day after work, and I was just like, and got on Twitter. First thing I saw was like, first thing I saw,
I got on Twitter.
I got on Twitter.
My hands were broken.
The first thing I saw was Logic, and it was like, all I saw was like the art for it, and I was like, huh. And I
Was
clicked
it Logic and the
Mhm.
robot?
the robot, yeah. I was like,
The Roomba.
And I clicked on it, and it got bigger, and it was like Bobby Tarantino versus everybody tour, and I was like, cool. And then I looked down, it was like Logic, like huge, and then it was like NF and Kyle, and I was like, Logic and NF.
Yeah,
I was like,
I
holy
saw
shit.
NF on that and I was like, what? I was like, what? Now I'm really, 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 really hoping that they're gonna do. Told you this like 8 fucking times.
Yeah.
A 1-800 "Let You Down" song. That would be
That'd be so dope.
one of the best songs ever.
if they do anything together, I'll be like,
No, I want this. Fucking
I
want this. Logic's most popular song by far is 1-800-279-3003. I'm just kidding. I don't know what the
273-8255.
Someone has problems. Okay. So it's the Suicide Hotline song. Very good. Super, super good. And then "Let You Down" is NF's by far the most popular song he has.
Mm.
And they're both kind of has the same message or very similar messages. Definitely not the same,
Yeah.
but similar messages. And they're both sound very, very good. So like for them to put them together would be so
So dope.
so cool. So that's what I'm hoping for. And Willie's actually gonna see them in concert. He got tickets.
I'm excited.
Why isn't Charlie going with you? Well, why not?
But
Start crying.
But
What?
it was super dope because I didn't have money for it. Like I was like, shit, because I thought they were gonna be like $35.
He got mugged the other day. For anyone who didn't know,
But
he did get mugged.
but I thought I was gonna be
You're
like,
just gonna roll with that? You're just like, yeah, but
yeah, I got mugged.
what?
The car. But and I didn't have enough money because I thought it was gonna be like $35, and it was, but it was like that was like kind of far back, which like on the map it looked like a giant area, but then I looked at like actual pictures of the place, and it's not that big.
Oh, well, that's
Like we're like in the back part of the seating area, but we're still like close to the front because that's how small it is. But and so it was $35 for the way back area. But then like you go to check out and Live Nation was like, yeah, there's a $13 service fee. Like, holy shit. And so it ends up being like $50 some. And
they want to get paid for this shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, what the shit, dog?
Is this in Cincinnati?
Cleveland.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
we're going to the one in Cleveland.
That makes sense.
But
Not really. It doesn't mean anything to me.
and then so anything above that was obviously going to be more money. But friend number 4,
Hey, shout out to friend number 4.
he made sure that he got 2 tickets, and then I'm just going to pay him back.
2 tickets
So,
to paradise.
It's pretty sweet that I'm going to get to go. So.
Don't you with you fucking Willie here. So that's that. Bobby Tarantino, Logic, NF, 2018. Really exciting. Cool shit. Eminem is in the news again.
Eminem in the news again.
Eminem's in the news. Rapper Eminem, a.k.a. Slim Shady, a.k.a. Marshall Mathers, is in the news
AKA.
again today. For a controversial verse in his rap song, Nowhere Fast.
Okay, you stop doing that now.
Do I sound like I'm on like fucking the news channel? That's what I'm trying to do.
You're talking really slow as well, which is just like weird.
Sorry.
But,
Power 105. Eminem in the news today again.
So basically, iHeartRadio Awards, they were like, Eminem's performing. And obviously that's a big deal because it's Eminem. And, you know.
He's pretty much dead now, dude.
Even though everyone still gets hyped as shit for him. But,
Or hyped as shit over what he says.
that's true. But, and then basically, first of all, I thought he was going to do River with Ed Sheeran because Ed Sheeran was also performing.
Which is just weird that he didn't.
Yeah. So I was super hyped. And then they were like, yeah, Eminem and Kehlani. And I was like, oh, he's doing Nowhere Fast. Okay.
Which is a really good song on
Yeah.
this album.
super good song. I think it's underappreciated, but
Definitely.
now it's just going to spark this whole thing. And,
Yep.
But basically, he his entrance was like a surprise verse that wasn't in the original song. And basically, the big thing everyone's talking about is he says that the NRA basically has everyone on puppet strings, and that people love guns more than their children. That's what like everyone is like. What the fuck?
I mean, I'd take an AR-15 over a baby any day. Just kidding.
I don't know. The whole song's about terrorism, so it fits, but like, at the same time,
definitely they're one of the same.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm just saying the gun control thing. You okay?
Just having No, so and then by far the dumbest thing about this whole situation. That's fine. That's very Eminem. He's welcome to do whatever the fuck he wants.
Mm-hmm.
But he re-released the song with this one like fucking 6 words in it that there wasn't before. It just annoys the shit out of me. It's like, why are you gonna re-release the song?
Yeah, no, that made me mad too.
You have both songs in your fucking queue. You're just like, you listen to one, it's on fucking shuffle, and all of a sudden it just plays the same thing, just with an extra verse. You're just like, oh shit.
Yeah, he like announced like, I don't know, it was a couple days after. He was like, extended version of Nowhere Fast out tonight at midnight, and it was like,
so
oh shit. But then to me, I was like, it's just gonna be just that verse at the beginning. Like I guarantee it. I was hoping it would be something more, but
because that would make fucking sense.
Yeah, but that's all it ended up being, and I was like, God damn it.
So dumb.
Yeah, so dumb. But basically, I've been seeing a lot of Facebook posts about it. Not that like, it's okay to be mad that he said that, but at the same time, he's just an artist that's doing this kind of to. I don't know. It's kind of weird because
he's free to say it.
Yeah, I mean, he's free to say what he wants.
It annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah,
especially that he re-released the song. That just torques me.
But the thing that was annoying me is like I was seeing posts on Facebook by people that are just like, guns, woohoo, like that kind of shit, where it's like there's no balance to the argument at all. It's just like extreme to the conservative side, I guess. And they're like, Eminem's a pussy. He's now like the biggest pussy. And
I mean, they said the same shit like a month before that.
That's true.
Like the exact same shit.
Yeah. But the one thing was like, people were like, he walks around with armed guards and he's saying this. Da, da, da,
that's been used to debunk gun control people like all the time. Like Senator Dianne Feinstein like has a Secret Service and whatnot, and she's been trying to ban assault weapons for decades now. They're like, well, you fucking have people with you with guns. What are you gonna do then? I mean, it's a point, but it's not like in your face. Done.
Yeah, I just hate that. The one thing that bothers me, doesn't really bother me, but it's like people that are like, he used to talk about guns all the time, which he did. He like used to talk about shooting people in the fucking head. Like
he also used to talk about like
raping his mom. Literally talk about raping his mom
and his like ex-wife.
Yeah, and talked about getting raped by his stepdad, like
and uncle.
Which not all of that was fake.
Exactly.
So like,
except for the. You're just like.
What?
No, yeah, it's all satire. I mean, it definitely seems like what he's said recently isn't satire, but still, like, I mean, you can't really use that against him.
It's more just like, I think what it is for most people is a lot of people think he's just trying to stay relevant rather than just.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, rather than if that is the
speak
case, his actual opinion.
He's doing it well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure he feels that way. It doesn't surprise me at all. Like it's not like terribly out of line for him at all, which is what we said last time when we talked about him. How everyone was like, well, all of a sudden.
Yeah.
No, not all of a sudden.
Yeah.
He's been like this he's had this for years, all right?
But, yeah. I can see him feeling that way too. I mean, daughter in a college and stuff. I can see him being like, I don't want her to get shot. So.
I'm just kidding. So Eminem back in the news. Oh wait, we already did this part. You know what really fucking grinds my gears?
Family Guy.
When I'm like scrolling through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc., any social media platform, and I see improper meme usage, pisses me off. You see a fucking meme and it's like, when your pizza rolls are done, like it's just. Oh no!
I didn't say it.
Well,
I didn't say it.
Done goof. No. 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 It's not a big deal. I just wanted to talk about it because it annoys the shit out of me. It really, I get so upset over it when I just see a bad meme or someone doesn't know how to use a meme and they just put it out there like, yeah, Pepe says, like the fact that Pepe is being used as like a alt-right, like white supremacist thing. Did you know that? There's so many of those, and
there's a huge thing about Pepe.
Bad shit to me. It's like, what? That's like using the pizza roll kid as like Jews done in the oven or something, like but like all the time. Publish kids books about it and shit. Like it's like, what? That's bad shit to me. But that's not specifically what brought this on. I was on Instagram. I'm into knives. I'm like very into knives. And so this knife guy I followed regrammed. How the fuck you say that? One of the memes where he's like, it's the guy sitting at the podium type thing. It's like a table. And it says, insert thing here is not this. Change my mind.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking
it's
about.
Like feminists are misogynistic. Like, I don't know. And change my mind. Like something like that. And you know what it said? It said, I don't remember. No, it was like, I need another knife.
Change my mind.
No, it didn't say change my mind. It said I need another knife. And like under it, like the caption was like laughing emojis, and I'm just like, you fucking idiot. They literally like to change that like writing, they just clean slated that shit. Said, I need another knife.
Interesting.
And I'm like, I get it because I'm not retarded and I've seen those before where it says change my mind. But this one doesn't fucking say change my mind.
Yeah.
I got so irrationally mad. And I looked in the comments and everyone was like tagging people like, oh, so relatable. And I'm like, no one's going to tell this motherfucker he's an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm so mad.
Those memes are like a huge thing right now.
They're really funny.
Mind. Some of them are, but I've seen some like people just trying to make like a fucking statement. Like I saw one that was like, abortion is not murder. You can't change my mind, is what it said. And I was like, what the fuck? That's not even, it's supposed to be funny.
Exactly.
Like,
which brings back to the Pepe being fucking anti-Semitic. Like, it's like, what?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? That's fucking idiot. That's so stupid. But it actually was like big for a second, like a year ago. You remember? Like when I first saw those memes coming out, I thought it was like,
I've definitely seen the meme before.
It was a while ago. And then all of a sudden it was just like
randomly it pops up again, and then it was suggested on my YouTube. Like I was scrolling through YouTube and it was like there was a video of it and it was like suggested.
It's odd
because it's from like a YouTube video.
Oh yeah. I've seen those before. There's multiple videos like that. Different people do that, and they're like, "We're gonna talk to these guys today on a college campus about something."
About something.
Yeah, it was always something, you know.
Yeah. Always something. I don't think you get the joke.
Welcome back.
You had a bright light go off there. What was that? Fuck you,
Jessica Jones season 2. Have you started watching it all?
I haven't seen season 1.
I keep forgetting.
I want to watch season 1 because of the villain.
It's
apparently
good.
It's fucking great.
It's good all around. It's not even just the villain. The villain's the best part, obviously. It's good all around. It's like, oh my god.
I heard season 2 is bad though.
I have no idea.
I heard it's bad.
I've seen 2 episodes.
I've heard it's bad.
Well, I mean,
Do you know what confused the shit out of me?
probably anything if you heard anything. You haven't fucking seen it.
No, it's not about Jessica Jones. It's related, but it's not about Jessica Jones. It was I saw like a month or 2 ago that Luke Cage, the show, got canceled.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
I saw that it got canceled.
I thought every one of those got a second season, except for Daredevil getting a 3rd season.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But I saw like a month or 2 ago that it got canceled. Like the other day, there was like a teaser trailer for season 2. So I was like, okay, I'm confused now.
You probably it's
like,
fake news or some shit.
Either that or they're doing a season 2 and canceling it after that. And they're done after that.
Oh, that could be a thing.
Yeah. So
they're probably they originally said they're only going to do 1 for each and then Defenders. They weren't going to do anything else.
That's true. I think it's just like the success of Daredevil.
Oh, yeah.
Really
they're all riding
on.
in
Yeah.
Punisher now.
Uh-huh.
And then Defenders did pretty well. Not as good as Punisher or Daredevil, but...
The crazy thing was the Punisher wasn't even like originally.
That's so amazing.
Like just the response to him in Daredevil season 2, they were like, all right, we got to fucking whip this
They're
shit
like,
up.
They're like, we did not expect that to be that good. Holy shit. But anyways, so... I've only seen a few episodes of Jessica Jones season 2. So far, it's pretty good. One part just blew my fucking mind. I can't talk about it at all, but one part blew my mind. I was like, what? That was crazy. Oh, shit. What?
I don't know why the fuck I'm doing that.
You ended up knocking it down.
I knock it down. There's like a map with like...
Fuck! I like sprint towards and just smack the camera over. I'm like, no! They can't see. The FBI guy watching through our webcam.
Those memes
knows.
are the best. I love those. Like the
I need some milk. FBI. Look
I was
outside,
literally
dude.
just about to say that.
That one's my favorite one.
He's outside with milk.
Two jugs of milk. 2 gallons. He's just
so
like
amazing.
He looks worn out too. He's like, man, I got these quick.
And there's so many that's just so funny. What the fuck?
I just remembered. Watsky. Got new music.
Oh, Invisible Ink, dog. You need to stop fucking moving that thing.
I got to.
But yeah, one of our favorite artists,
Artists.
has a band, which is a relatively old thing.
Yeah,
but
it's not a new thing.
Yeah, but they got a new project coming out, which is exciting. The first single
was
was
it called? Do you know?
The new one?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I can't remember.
I knew what it was, but
the band's called Invisible Ink, and they have one song out
The Opposition.
called The Opposition,
Mm.
which is a good song. Willie really enjoyed it, but I was like, that just sounds like another one of Watsky's songs, and it does sound super similar to it, like the chorus and everything, at least in my opinion.
Still like it.
Yeah, I mean, one of the
I
first
mean, it's
songs
more
was-
Watsky.
Exactly, you can't go wrong. Invisible Ink. Wat. Ski. No, tilt it more this
That was dope.
way. All right, now what's coming up is an album by Watsky called Invisible Ink. God damn it.
Watsky. Why don't you just look him up on Twitter?
Who?
Watsky.
Oh, I was just playing a game.
What?
Just kidding. You're like, God,
Damn it, again?
literally always happens, dude.
You always do this, dude.
What? I got on Twitter and immediately signed into our Twitter handle. I was in mine and I just signed into Attention Deficit, which is @AD_program1.
Yeah.
If you want to follow our Twitter, which we do not do anything on whatsoever.
Get it or get got.
Got it?
Well, I'd do more on there, but a whopping 3 followers on Twitter is
5? Excuse you?
Huh.
There's 5. But
That's
2
still-
of those are us, so it's like,
Yeah.
it doesn't say. It just says Invisible Ink. Is that literally what it's called?
No, there's a name.
I thought there was.
Let me see it.
Invisible Ink. Hold on. There's a website for it. Fine print.
That yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah.
Fucking literally like just the other day. So that's exciting. And it's March 30th, which is 12 days. 12 days from today. An asteroid. will
Dude.
hit our planet.
I forgot to tell you. So
Here we go.
we were in Columbus the other day,
Here we go again.
and on Wednesday we were in Columbus. And
You like laughed before I did it. You're like, I can feel it.
I can see you do it. But
You can see again? Just like, oh my god! When?
But there was a street sign that said like no parking. We're like, well, can we park here? And we read it, and it was like no parking on the 3rd Wednesday in November and September. Or it was August and November.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I've seen that sign before.
And then we
You got turned.
we went around and we turned a corner, and then it said like it changed to Tuesday, like on the 3rd Tuesday of
Okay, maybe I just seen
every
one of those
August
then.
and November.
That's fucking weird, isn't it?
so weird.
It doesn't
yeah.
make any sense. There must be a yearly conference or something that,
So
that they go
weird.
street by street on. I don't know.
Well, I re-saw the sign somewhere, and it said like street cleaning, like right above it. So I was like,
Do
maybe
it once
that's
a
when
month.
twice a year.
Oh, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah,
once
twice
a
a
year.
year.
But what the fuck? They clean
It's
those
so
streets
weird.
twice a year. I mean, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
No, not really. I mean, it's a lot cleaner than what I would imagine twice a year would be. Ooh, boy. Bitcoin. You're like, is that it?
Okay, so did we run out of topics already?
No. I got one more.
Oh, okay.
I am at $99.82. I just wanted to check real quick. I went down $5 again. It's the last $5. Just kidding. I wanted to talk about a thing I see all the time and experience all the time. And it comes mostly from living in our world at this time period. It's a thing that's always been prevalent, at least looking back at media before my time, and I imagine it's still going to be prevalent in the future. And it's just, there's 2 sides of this coin, but the easiest one to identify is all the new shit sucks, everything old is better. The old way is better, which is what a lot of older people think. Like, I work with a lot of older gentlemen. I've said this a million times. A whole 1,000,001 right now. Numero. No. So I work with a bunch of older gentlemen. And older, I mean, ranges from 40 to 60, So that's 20-year gap. But and they're always just, every day they complain about something else or multiple things in a short time span. And it's always like, oh, these new blank, blank, blankety blank fucking suck. The old thing was better. It's always that. Never, they're just like pop sockets. I walked in there second day maybe. They were like, "Oh, you got one of those things?" And I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Why?" I was like, "It's really useful. Like I can hold it nicer than without it." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I don't really like those things." I'm like, "Why not?" He's like, "I don't know. I just like the old-fashioned way of holding it in your hand." I was like, is that part of the job description to be an asshole? Like, I don't understand. And that shit happens all the time. And it's not just directed at me, obviously. It's a different problem. But no, they're just like that for everything. Everything. It goes back to the Redskins, the argument where it's always been like that. Why do we gotta change it now?
Mhm.
You know, it's super cancerous argument. But and then there's a flip. There's a other side of the coin, like I was saying. It's the people who only get the newest shit because all the old shit sucks. And there's a balance there. There's a balance. It's like we always preach on this podcast. There's a fucking balance to everything. You can't just be one side and be like, everything new sucks. And you're like, well, I don't think that. There's one or two things that don't suck. I'm like, well, fuck you. There's a lot more than that, you idiot.
Yeah.
It was like the best time to be alive in the history of mankind. Like, humans in general are smarter than they have ever been, as far as we know. Like, not when God ruled the land. No, this isn't about religion. It's about
People just
shit.
don't like. They
Change.
don't understand.
shit. We said two different things. People listen to
People don't like change.
what they don't understand. No. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Definitely. They don't understand something. They're not gonna fucking- I mean, I'm the same way for the most
Like,
part.
I feel like a lot of not old people, but like older people that are like, cell phones are cancer. Like, it's just because they don't know how to use one.
That's very
Like,
true. I mean, when it comes to my grandma, you know, she has a smartphone. She hates the thing. She's like, it doesn't work. This is how she uses it like 90% of that. Fucking hurts my hand, but she fucking stabs the shit out of the thing.
Mhm.
She's like, it's not working. And she gets mad. And I'm like, well, you can't do that. And she's like, why not? Punching the shit out of a phone. And I'm just like, oh gosh. And I absolutely agree. Yeah.
Like, some of them will find like, yeah, I have no need for that, so I'm not gonna hate it. Nor,
Yeah,
you
that's
know, like
that's great.
like my dad, he still has like a flip phone because all he needs to do is make calls. He doesn't need to text or anything like that, so he doesn't care for any of that,
Which is fun.
and that's like fine. But like, I've seen him like messing around on my when I was there for a week. I saw him one day. He was like messing around on my mom's phone. And he was like on Facebook, and he was like asking me like what all this shit was, like what everything was, because he'd never been on Facebook before.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But a story. No, I was talking about Tesla cars, to people I work with, a couple different ones. And first guy I asked, I was like, I think we saw a Tesla, or I was talking about a video I saw of a Tesla. Just fucking two of these Teslas just spanked this like super souped up sports bike, which is not a normal thing, at least for cars to spank, you know, two-wheeled vehicles, because cars don't have arms. Hey. No, but Teslas are like fast as shit, as acceleration-wise, usually. And I was just saying that, and he's like, the first thing that comes out of this dude's mouth is not wow or cool. It's, I fucking hate Teslas. I was like, you hate Teslas? I was like, that's weird to me because I like Teslas. But I was like, why do you hate Teslas? He's like, I don't like any of that shit. I was like, oh fucking Christ. I was like, what shit are you referring to? He's like, you know, new electric cars. Like, I'm like, oh my god. I was like, what do you know about Tesla? He's like, you know, they're electric. They're expensive. I'm like, yeah, kind of. Well, you know, they just came out with one that's like $3,500. No, not $3,500.
Holy shit!
I'd be like, hold on, guys, I gotta go out and get a fucking Tesla. No, it's $35,000. So still expensive, obviously. But as far as like, you know, you can get a Camaro or a Corvette or etc. like for twice that, and so it's like relatively cheap for, you know, $100,000 Tesla. And he's like, they're like, oh no, I didn't know that. I was like, well, did you know they self-drive, right? And he's like, oh yeah, I fucking hate that shit. I'm like, you hate a lot of things. I was like, why do you hate self-driving? He's like, oh, it just sounds like a problem waiting for happen. I was like, okay. I can understand that. And so we were just talking about that and how that he's like, I don't understand how that works. And I was like, I'm not a fucking expert in Teslas, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd be wearing glasses and get a lot more money. But the glasses things because I'd be smart.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Anyways, so I was like, I believe they're just sensors and cameras. And he's like, oh, that doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm like, okay, I mean, that makes sense to me. Yeah, because sensors, how they work. Like, we work with self-driving forklifts that fucking zoom around. I mean, they're slow as shit. They go around this entire factory, pick shit up, take it to the specific truck, put it in, come out, do all this shit.
Really?
Like, yes, it's very cool.
Holy
and they're
shit.
also really stupid sometimes, but they fuck up. But I'm like, we work with those. Like, that's it. That just upscaled.
Mhm.
But whatever. And so I was telling him as much as I know about Teslas. And I was like, well, there's one thing I saw. I was a Tesla racing a supercar, carrying that same supercar, like towing it, and it still beat it like a motherfucker. He said, well, that's cool. And I'm like, yeah, but they fucking suck, right? It's just so annoying. And then
I'd just be like, there was a Tesla in space, so
like, yeah, I fucking hate that shit.
fucking
Like-
hate space, dude.
Literally, yeah. And so I was like, I heard a coworker tell another coworker. I wasn't there, but one of the coworker one told coworker two some bullshit. Coworker one told that guy, he's an older guy, and he told him that modern steel is 40% weaker
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
than
God damn it.
older steel. And I was like, my nose started bleeding and shit. I was like, what? I was like, excuse me? I was like, that is just not true. That is the opposite of the truth. I was like, steel has never been as good as it is today, bar none. In literally every sense of the word. If it is 100% steel or steel alloys, just 9 out of 10 times is going to be better than anything that has ever
It
existed.
literally like hurts me that
Yeah.
somebody ever said that.
I'm just like,
being
you
the
literally,
engineer that I am.
you're like, I went to school for 10 years over this shit. No, but like the guy literally either made this up or heard it from someone and did not look to see if it was real. It was just like, yeah, that makes sense because I hate new shit. Like, you're literally lying through your teeth. It just annoys me.
So long you
just
just
to
work
prove-
with shitty
It's not.
people.
See, it's not just people I work with. These are just examples that I can easily pull from. I see this online all the time. I
No,
see
yeah,
this in
definitely
person with
online.
other people at the store, in public and everything. It's a very normal thing. And then it's not only older people. I don't want to say that because they raise their kids to be the same way, and then their kids are like, yeah, all this new shit sucks. Even they're fucking bathing in it. I'm like, what? I was like, new shit.
Yeah, because the
We know, like,
The-
a lot of kids like
yeah,
like
the kids
that.
like that, they're like, yeah, I wish I lived in the 80s while they're listening to fucking Led Zeppelin on their fucking iPhone. Like, hold up. You really wish we were back in the 80s and you had to fucking get a giant ass fucking piece of plastic and put it on a thing every time you wanted to listen to a song, or a little tape that would get all fucked up in the thing. I don't know. It's just like, I feel like a lot of people that say that
Take
really,
it for granted.
Yeah.
Excruciating.
that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't realize how much easier
They
it
only
is now.
just regurgitate what their
Mhm.
parents say, or a friend of a parent, etc. Someone who they look up to who thinks that way. And it's so annoying. And you don't have to teach your kids to be like, hey, make sure you fucking love everything new. You
Yeah.
don't. But skepticism, good. Opinionated shit that has no basis is not good. Form your opinion after yourself, not based on someone else's. You can use other people's opinions as inference, to help formulate yours. If they have a point that you agree with, and you're like, oh yeah, that's true. I experienced the same thing.
Mhm.
That's great. That's great. Fucking just stop bullshitting. It just annoys the fuck out of me. And I heard the 40% weaker steel thing, and it drove me up the wall. I was like, are you fucking? I'm talking about this on a podcast, dude.
This This is a podcast fucking topic, dude.
Exclusive podcast.
I'm gonna start saying that to people.
You're like, that's a real podcast topic right there. You start writing it down. You're like, wow, dude, keep talking to me like that.
Well, that's a real podcast topic.
Hey, Charlie, listen to this, dude. But no. So I just want to shed some light on that shit. It annoys the fuck out of me. And then you have all these guys who wait outside lines every year for a brand new iPhone that's not going to work in a year. Stuff.
Why'd you look at me?
Because they can't stand an older thing. I'm not saying you're like that, but I'm just kidding. You're not, dude. You're not. It's free.
That's my reasoning.
It's free.
It's free.
Obama phone.
Obama
Kidding.
Obama phone.
No. So that was all the topics I have. But we're going to be changing scenes here soon.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
That is the hope.
Yeah.
It'll
I
be
don't want to guarantee it, but I'm hoping so. That'd be nice. We might end up having a dedicated room for podcasting.
Which would change a lot of the setup.
Yeah.
I would be on a couch at that point.
Yeah. Probably be like at a table.
Probably be like at a sex dungeon or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On a red leather. Never mind. But no, so we're looking at a place, adding 2 more people to the crew, the podcasting crew. No, I'm just kidding. You're like, wait, what?
I'm like, hold up, they're gonna be on the podcast?
No. No. But so we can get a house. Bro house. Anyways, with some people and some places. So it's hopefully that'll be in the next if you don't see any change in the next 3 weeks, it won't change.
Yeah.
As simple as that. So if that happens, you'll definitely know. I'm sure we'll still talk about it. We've went to one place so far.
Which we really like.
Yeah.
But
We just have to lock it down.
we have one friend that's like, yeah, I need to see it before I do anything. And it's like, okay. Which isn't that bad.
No,
like,
that makes sense.
It's completely understandable. But like, it's also like the lady that is showing it only shows it like
once a year.
Yeah, like she never shows it, and
she's gonna listen to our podcast and be like, "Oh, fuck them! They're not getting the place.
Fuck them! Fuck those guys."
But no, so if we do get that specific house, that'll have a specific place for the podcast. So that's exciting.
Yeah, fairly exciting.
I mean, I'm just not excited for it.
Yeah, I'm not excited at all, actually. An entire room for podcasts.
Ugh. We sure as fuck don't need that. But no, so hopefully that'll happen. And like I said, if it doesn't, you'll know. If it does, you'll know. I'm sure we'll talk about it. Anything else, Thick Dick Thurl?
I talk about Infinity War, but you don't want to. So,
Who do you think's gonna die?
Who do I think's
Who
gonna
do you
die?
think's gonna die? If
Me.
you pick one person
Out of everyone, one person
person.
that I feel is pretty on par, but I've been wrong before.
Oh yeah.
It's the same person as I thought before.
Oh yeah, it is.
Captain America.
Oh,
I think he's done.
I don't think he's gonna die. I think Chris.
I
Evans
think-
is gonna be like the last person to leave.
Well, I think that he's gonna die, but I feel like they're gonna find a way to bring him back.
Yeah. So, if it's any of the main cast, excluding Thor, I think if they die, I mean, including Thor, really, if any of the main cast die in this movie, they're gonna bring them back. Whenever someone gets the Infinity Gauntlet,
Mm-hmm.
whenever someone rips it off of Thanos and it's just like, I have the power, they're gonna be like, blip, back. Or whoever died, like how many ever. My pick is Vision. Just kidding.
He's like the most obvious one.
He
He's got a
literally
fucking-
has one on his fucking
He's got a
head.
fucking thing in his
He's got a
head.
fucking Indian
But that doesn't
bug
mean
out.
he has to die.
Oh, he's gonna
he
get
could-
fucked up.
He's
I
gonna
think
get fucked up, but
I
he
think he's
can
gonna lose
function without the.
consciousness.
I think he can function without the.
Well,
stone in his head.
I saw an Instagram post revealing some shit from the fucking trailer that I didn't see.
Oh.
And I was confused on what it was, so I watched it and I was like, oh, fuck. But it was Suri, is that her name?
Yeah.
She was working on him. He was laying there. You saw this much of his face from he's laying down. Saw this much of his face. It was all fucky. And she had a hologram right here of his face that was like spinning, and it was all fucked up. They put that in the trailer.
Yeah, I didn't
was
see
like,
that.
What?
Dude, the trailer's what led me to believe like Captain America might die.
That's because Thanos grabbed him or something, right?
Thanos like goes to hit him and he catches his hand, like, which is impressive.
Yeah,
But like, holy shit.
he'd have been doing a lot of impressive shit.
Yeah, but people think that it's a huge thing going on right now. But people think that Captain America is the Soul Gem, like he's the last stone, because people swear to God that when he catches the Infinity Gauntlet, like when Thanos goes to hit him, he catches it, his eye like glows yellow. So everyone thinks like, but I think it's just the reflection from the gauntlet.
Yeah, that makes no
'Cause it's
sense
gold.
to me at all.
Yeah.
I can almost guarantee that's not the case.
Because they're like, maybe it's in the super soldier serum. And I'm like,
the doctor, Dr. Octopus, whatever his name was, he was just like,
but I was
blended
like,
that shit?
Yeah.
Like, will it blend? Infinity Stone.
But I'm pretty sure, I thought Heimdall had the,
Heimdall?
yeah, I thought he had the last one. But then like, all of a sudden they were like, probably not.
No, it's definitely in Wakanda just somewhere.
That's it.
It's very obvious to me.
Yeah. We'll find out.
I have no idea where specifically, but they're obviously keeping that shit under wraps.
But
for to be Captain, no.
yeah, I was like,
That's cool. That's a cool theory. I think that's really cool, but that's not the case. I doubt it.
But and what was the other stuff? Oh, there's like a theory on who's in the Hulkbuster suit.
Yeah, everyone thinks it's
Hulk.
Jarvis. You think Hulk's in that suit?
I literally like.
Why?
I was watching him.
Why?
No, I don't think that.
That's so.
I
dumb.
don't think that.
You're an idiot.
Well,
Just kidding.
No, I don't think that. But when I was watching Emergency Awesome,
Oh no,
He said
Charlie
that.
didn't say that.
he said it.
Oh, that's.
He was like, I think we're pretty sure that the Hulk is going to be in this. I was
he
like,
must
why
have
the
meant Bruce
fuck would the
Banner.
Hulk?
He must
Yeah,
have meant Bruce Banner.
but I was like,
That's
why,
literally retarded.
why the fuck would the Hulk need a suit like that?
That's so
But-
dumb.
And then he said another theory is that Suri or whatever, she uses like the sand shit, and she's like controlling that.
That'd be sick.
That'd be sweet.
If they had just like all of Iron Man's suits, which are all blown up, like all of that'd be effective. Just a bunch of Wakandans using that shit. Just be like, And James Rhodes,
Yeah.
his suit looks
War
so
Machine.
different.
Does it?
Just in the poster, if you look at the poster, the Hawkeye shit that was going on. If you look at the poster that the original poster is in, it's like way different. Yeah. I'll try to see if I can find it.
Interesting.
But just like the chest and everything was like super different. I was like, what? There it is. Let's see if I can.
Well, I mean, his suit did get blasted in Civil War.
Now, what you want to do is look. Fuck, I did it again. On this will be the right side for you. Right beside Star-Lord. You can't zoom in, so don't try. He definitely has just some
holy
different ass
shit.
suit. Like crazy ass
Yeah.
different suit.
That looks way different.
Yeah. I noticed that like before.
Huh.
No,
didn't notice that.
my pick to die is Thor would be the obvious choice, and Iron Man would also be the obvious choice. Now in this, Iron Man in this poster, Iron Man's above everybody, and he's the closest to Thanos. That could mean some shit.
I think
would
Iron
love it
Man's
if
gonna
Iron Man
die,
died.
but I think he's gonna die in Avengers 4.
Just be
and I think he's gonna be permanently
Done.
dead.
ding ding done.
Everyone thinks like
It would make sense for Chris Hemsworth.
I know he's done after 4.
Mhm.
Like he's like I'm done after 4. So something's gonna happen to Thor, whether he gets like exiled.
I'm sure
into
he's just gonna like
eternity
walk
or-
away and be like, I'm gonna go back, try to rebuild Asgard.
Yeah, but and then but everyone says like RDJ loves it and isn't gonna quit, and I'm like I don't know. It kind of seems like he's
I mean, you
at
have
the
to
end
quit
of his
eventually.
road. Yeah, I'm like it kind of seems like he's at the end of his road, and
And I'm sure Disney would just fucking cream their pants if they
Mhm.
could get a young black woman to play, you
Yeah.
know, the Iron. It's Iron.
I don't know her name, but I just know it's
It's
Iron.
very cool from what I remember.
Mhm. But I think because I think a cool thing would be there's obviously going to be a new leader of the Avengers, whether it's like Chris Evans stays and he ends up being the new guy.
It's gonna be the same guy. Cap's not gonna die. He's not.
May not want him to,
No, I doubt it. I don't think he's gonna die at all.
but and then but another theory I heard is that they might just be like, oh well, we're getting rid of Iron Man, but we still have Iron Spider, and just use Spider-Man as like that Iron Man type person.
It's just Iron Woman.
Is that what it is? And then Marvel
Nope,
Now
I'm just
comics?
retarded. Okay.
But like I guess they might just be like, Spider-Man, Spider-Man's Iron Man. It's just like okay, that's kind of weird, but all right.
That would make no sense.
Yeah, I know, but
Ironheart.
Ironheart.
Yeah, it's a really cool name, and it looks really pretty good. I
Mhm.
just haven't fucking read it. But that'd be interesting. Yeah, so I'm super excited, and that's like what, a month away?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
a month, dude. That's so
Jash
nuts,
Frowlins.
dude. I got plans locked in for my birthday to see it, and I'm so excited.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. I'll be
Well, cause I'm going to
there.
OU for my birthday.
Oh yeah, of course. You
Because it's Mackenzie's birthday that week too. But the fuck. But
If you know how I feel, why would you?
but then they moved it to be the 2 days after my birthday. And so I was talking about going to OU, and Jerry was like, dude, come down on the 25th because it's $5 pitcher day.
like picture day?
Yeah. It's $5 picture day. But and then Thursday we'll go see
Just roam around
Avengers,
campus. You'll get
and then-
free alcohol.
That's true.
But go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's very true. But and then he was like, and then we'll go see Avengers on Thursday, and then we'll just, celebrate the birthdays after we see Avengers. I was like, that is a splendid idea. That is not too bad. So that's what I'm doing.
Wow.
Wow.
I gotta make plans for that weekend.
Well, I'll be here during the weekend.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna be gone from Wednesday to Friday.
Yeah, I won't be here during the weekend. I got plans.
Like, yeah, whatever the fuck you do.
Yeah, I guess I didn't before, but I did now.
But they put on the recent trailer, they put a lot of emphasis on Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Like he had like an entire like thing at the end.
Well,
I
he
was
has
like,
the. No, I mean him and Black Panther have been around for the same amount of time. I guess.
"Hmm."
I was gonna say he's the newest addition to the cast, but that's not true.
I mean, he is probably like everyone's favorite Avenger. So, but I'm saying like as popular as Spider-Man is, he's probably most people's like favorite person.
Black Panther. After the mind-blowingly good shit they just wrecked out, that is number one right now, by far.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying for you.
No,
I'm
no,
just saying
for
for
everyone.
general-
Like for general, like Homecoming's numbers, Black Panther's numbers.
That's true.
Like-
that's true. But I still,
like repeatedly. Like Black Panther's definitely the biggest deal right now.
I still think.
And there's a lot of people who love Cap, me included. A
Mhm.
lot of people love Iron Man. I'm not saying he's not fucking popular. I'm just
no,
saying,
I'm not saying like
no,
I wasn't
I'm not
saying,
saying
like Spider-Man's my favorite Avenger.
uh-huh. I'll remember
which-
that.
Any other time he is, but in this case, it's like everyone's there, and it's like I don't really know who's my favorite out of these
Yeah, there's
80 people.
800
that-
people. So
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage.
Oh yeah, Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage is gonna be in Infinity War.
Did you see what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope not. I hope he has a bigger part.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, I hope he has a little bit of a bigger part, but because that's where Thor's at when he's like holding the thing.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
That's what I said when we were talking about it.
Mhm.
I was like, it's probably. I figured that was him making his new weapon, or like
Mhm.
helping to make a new weapon or some shit. But wouldn't make much sense because Asgard's destroyed unless it's off.
I assume
Quite.
it's off of Asgard. Because
Well-
they said that the people that made the Asgardian armor and like all that shit also made the Infinity Gauntlet. So it has to be. So
Always watching. Speaking of always watching, we haven't been very good on getting this shit out on time, and as about 99% not our fault, considering all the technical shit we've had, the hoops that we have to fucking go through to put this shit up. We're gonna try to get this up. It is a Sunday, March 18th. We're gonna try to get it up by Thursday.
yep, try
That is-
my hardest. I'm gonna, contact Apple and be like, "Yo,
Help.
can I put an hour-long video on the computer, or is your hardware shit, or like what's going on?"
Did I pay all this money for no reason or what, dude?
Yeah.
So I apologize for all that, and we're gonna try to get it up by Thursday, and then we're gonna try to get it up weekly. Assuming if we get it up by Thursday, we'll probably
Mhm.
have some kind of way to get it up.
Mm-hmm.
Way. Do you
Hopefully
know the
this way I have a pretty down pat way to do it, so then I can just
pump them out.
so I can just pump it louder.
You know what we didn't do at the beginning of this video?
Clap. Yeah.
Make that ass clap. Anyways, so we'll try to get it out Thursday, which is March. I gotta know the exact day. 15th.
Why? 'Cause
It is not the 15th.
we
It's
put
after
it
the
out.
15th.
We put it out on Thursday.
22nd.
Like, we're gonna put this out on March 22nd. People will be like, "It's March 24th." Like, what the fuck? Be like, "Let's get it."
We're like, we fucked up.
We fucked up.
So, if you liked it, share it. If you didn't, share it. Subscribe if you're not. Share it. Give this video a thumbs up. We're just trying to get bigger. The hustle.
Thumbs up, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, tell
Hit
your
the
mom,
ding
tell
bell.
your cat, tell your dog.
You wrote before you
Just
got
like
on?
start
tell your mom,
rapping.
tell your dad, tell your cat, mother.
Motherfucker.
So yeah, we love you. We're signing off.
Yep, love you.